Alrighty, welcome back and welcome Captain's Draft Tournament.
Radiant
The
team
best of
ban.
Australasia being put up against each other, and we find ourselves in the lower bracket final. Pussii Lancer taking on Team Beard. My name is Right Hunter. I'm joined by Davro for this one. Davro, first look at the draft or the pool of heroes here. I can immediately see an Oracle jumps out to me.
Radiant team ban.
We have a look. We have a look through. Deborah is just reconnecting. We have a look through the teams. Early Elk ban, early Husk ban, Oracle ban, Boo Boo Boo. These two teams. Team Beard just lost to Team YOLO Beer. So remember, the winner of this game is actually guaranteed $300. So it's a $300 game. If you get into the final, of course, if you win the final, you come away sitting pretty with $700. Second gets $300. That's thanks to My Republic, the principal sponsor for the tournament. Check them out online. Providing fibre broadband for both New Zealand and Australia, with a specific focus on competitive gaming. So really cool to see that ISPs are getting involved in esports. Disruptor, the first pick from Beardman and Francine, or Team Beard, I'll refer to them as. This hero, good against heroes like your Centaur, your AM, even to some extent Void and Mirana. Any hero that's looking to run away. I'm looking at another tier 1 heroes through the list, and I see an anti-mage. I see a Viper. Viper Tree, Pussii Lancer, so a disgusting combination. Is that, do I hear, Davro, do I hear your dulcet tones readying themselves? I was just saying before that this is a $300 game. Winner of this, guaranteed $300. So not bad for a weekend's work. Well, actually, it's actually pretty average. If you average, that's like $60. That's like what, 5 hours minimum wage. Anyway, you get to play Dota and you get to get paid for it. I wish I was as good as these guys, be in their position, but it is going to be the anti-mage pickup.
Dire team
from Team Beard, so this could be a Slicks anti-mage, and I'm excited at that possibility. It's gonna be a Zeus Viper, probably mid lane matchup, maybe if they do look to run the Zeus mid. Not particularly favourable for the Viper. Sorry, for the Zeus rather. Hello. Hello. I can hear you. I heard you say hello. Oh, I'm hearing you come through in bits. Try doing what I did and open up push to talk and set a push to talk key, because that's the only. Oh, and I had to reconnect to reboard, and it's the only way I could do it. But Pussii Lancer, they're going to be looking for some hero to lock down the anti-mage, keep him in one place.
Mirana.
Mirana's a good hero to do that early on. Perhaps doesn't solve later game issues. You might want a sheep carrier or some kind of Hex.
The sack.
It's going to be Leshrac, so maybe Pussii Lancer are going to say, look, they've got an anti-mage, but what we're going to do is we're going to win, we're going to crush the early lane, we're going to win it so hard that it doesn't even matter. So 2 more picks for Team Beard, and we're going to get Gothel and a Pudge pick. So this is, it's going to be actually by Morphling. So, interesting drafts coming out from both teams. The stun potential Pussii Lancer is out of this world. They have to be super cautious on the side of Beerman and Francine early game. As we line up for the first game of this best of 3 in the lower bracket finals. Pussii Lancer taking on Beerman and Francine. It is possibly important to note that Team Beard actually knocked Pussii Lancer into the lower bracket in the first place. In the upper bracket semi-finals, they 2-0'd them. So perhaps we'll take some confidence from that going into this game.
Remaining.
But it's actually
Yep.
going to be...
Hello?
Hello?
There we are, fixed it. Reborn.
Reborn, did you use the push to talk or you just...
Yeah, I'm using push to talk. I don't think
Yeah, I know, that's so dumb, but that's the only workaround I found. But anyway, we'll go into the game. We've got Risk playing this Cottle. Top lane, we've got Godot on the Pudge, so maybe a bit of off-lane Pudge. X-Rag on the Zeus with MPJ playing that Disruptor. And finally, we're going to get the Slicks Anti-Mage.
Yep, and on the dire side, Cox on the, I believe it is a core Leshrac this game. On the tree, we're going to have Sonogong on his support tree. Viper, Sacrifusion, being pulled 2 Tangos in mid lane. We'll get a Mirana on Lead the Masses. And super fast Jelly F is on the Morph lane. Sorry, I believe it is actually a support Leshrac. Yeah, it was just a bit out of it, just trying to get back into the game. But yeah, I actually like this draft. This Pudge pick is really interesting. With Cottle, if Cottle gets an Ags, Pudge will have a lot of vision to get hooks later on, but that's obviously in a later game.
I'm a little bit surprised actually, as bottom lane lead the masses and Slicks might spot each other out. Couple of right click harass.
Yeah,
on the Mirana,
stupid.
but bottom lane
The
go
battle
not.
begins.
No, so is that skill point. So we see the boots first Pudge. So
That would be.
it's the it's the standard offlane Pudge build really. Boots tangos and a clarity. Take hook first. See what you can do actually. Is he gonna hook a creep?
I think he might. He's positioning in a way that it looks like it.
Okay.
Very nice. I haven't seen. Oh, he missed the block, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's a good try.
It's a nice idea though. I mean, you're not going to take Rot first in the offlane anyway, so leveling up that hook over Rot probably not going to be too much of a big deal. Mid lane, we are going to see that Zeus Viper matchup. Typically, once Viper gets some levels, gets a few points up in his queue, and that corrosive skin can tend to harass. So we actually see he takes first points near the toxin.
Yeah, just the last hit with that. I mean, maybe he gets corrosive skin now, so for the Zeus harass.
Does corrosive skin break the clarity if Zeus cues him?
Level 1, I'm not sure how much damage does it do. I think level 2 definitely does, but I don't think level 1 corrosive skin does. I'm sure we'll see Zeus get level 2 Arc Lightning as well, once it becomes too hard to last hit with level 1.
Bottom lane, MPJ might be in a bit of trouble. We've got the Tree and Protector. If this arrow lands, it's the first blood. It isn't going to. Tree didn't start with boots.
Yeah, no boots
but again, if that arrow hit... The arrow hit, he could have been in a bit of trouble. Nowhere to go for this tree. Neither hero, I don't think they want their clarities to be cancelled, so they're not really... As a bit of a mess standoff. Yeah, they call a truce. They're gonna retreat. Top lane, Godot's found himself. Actually, he's almost got himself to level 3, so... Choice to dual lane coming out, actually, as we see MPJ. So, oh god, a Trent with a DD. Oh boys, that's the first blood. Trent with a DD, what do you do?
Yeah, only DD or haste gets him a kill there. It's like 2 runes, so very lucky to get a DD.
Highest base damage hero in the game gets a DD 2 minutes in. Starting base damage in the game gets a DD 2 minutes in. Nice game
now as well.
Yeah.
So we can run down the Cottle and the Disruptor. I mean, he doesn't have glimpse. Cottle's gone mid to refill the bottle of Zeus, but it's gonna come back bottom now. Can't really do much mid against the Viper. Maybe he throws out a Thunderstrike, but it doesn't really matter. Like it's probably gonna buy a bottle on Viper. Even though it's not, you don't really want a bottle on Viper that much. but he has to get against the Zeus lane. There's just too much spam. I won't keep you in the lane.
Yeah, actually interesting on this punch pick, when I initially saw the punch pick, I actually thought it was going to be going the way of PL, just as a way to lock down the anti-mage. I thought that might have been a...
Yeah, there's an option for that as well. It's interesting against Morphling because he can't ever solo kill the Morphling as Pudge, which is unfortunate. Unless he's a disruptor.
Top lane again, actually Coddle's dead. Yeah, no, Coddle's dead, that's a boots tree, and the arrow's gonna come flying. It doesn't matter that he doesn't hit it, because I think he just runs him down. Coddle 315 base movement speed, 350 on the tree, and maybe he could have committed. Decided not to, but again, at the end of the day, it means the supports can't help at the anti-mage, which isn't really too much of an issue at the moment, because Lead the Masses, I think he's misplaying this slightly. Like, whenever the Treant's going in to dive for the kills, Lead the Masses on the run is kind of going with him, not staying in lane, could be pressuring the anti-mage a bit more than he is. Meaning that although the Treant's off chasing away, as we do actually see the Treant rotate in mids, boots first, but the Zeus, actually a really boots pick up on the Zeus too, so he's gonna be right, and actually, the Treant Protector, they might look for more, go on, it's a hook, Viper's gonna have to walk down, Viper doesn't have boots, the Viper dies here too, actually he's gonna be a bottle through because it's only level 1 rot, but a double kill for the Zeus. Lightning bolt down, a nice rotation in there from Godot. Pudge Gaming. Only in captain's drafts. I love it. And all of a sudden, that has massively swayed that mid lane in favour of the X-Rag.
Yeah, he's pretty uncontested anyway. The Viper can't deny as much as he wants to. 7 denied.
MPJ is going to just send the ball. That's
he
worth.
will pay for it.
I like straight up. That's worth.
No boots on Viper? Yeah, like, I think that is quite.
Like you have to. The Viper has to walk back to lane. He's gonna miss this. I mean, the Leshrac is gonna get this wave of CS, but it's gonna be another wave that the Viper is down.
I think the Viper only misses one wave, so it's not that big of a deal.
That's not awful, but
yeah, I mean, it's the best disruptor could have done that. He was dead regardless, so you might as well glimpse. But how do they stop this AM? I'm really worried about this AM. This game is like, they have a Viper, but like who cares when you AM when you get Viper striked? And their lockdown is not enough. They can't rely on an arrow for this AM. He could just take over this game. 2 points in mana break, he's got 1.2k gold. He'll probably go into the Ring of Health, into the shreds. Yeah. But he's just not being zoned. A call Mirana?
Actually, we are gonna see the gank come through. Mirana's gonna go down, X-Rag is gonna be glimpsed back at you. That's a nice glimpse play. It's gonna catch him, is he gonna run? He's gonna get away. Zeus does have the ultimate. He's just gonna pop it for vision so he can Q. Well played. That is 6.5k MMR coming out from X-Rag. Zeus ulties for vision and then Qs him. Perhaps not the order that you'd think that would happen. Knew he had the damage, only level 1 Q as well, so a nice play coming out from him. Meanwhile, Godot on the Pudge, he's almost level 6. If they can get this rotation, I really like the Max Edict build, and he's just dead.
He might still don't count him out. Yeah, he's gonna get a counter kill. Oh, no. Very unlucky. 60 damage.
Knew he was dead.
She
tried
probably
to take one with him. Couldn't get it, and the Kottle's just gonna do Kottle things. Not as dirt poor as the previous Kottle, and he has been stacking. So he's triple stacked the Radiant hard camp. He's got a double stack on the medium camp. So as well as actually the other hard camp gets a double as well. So
yeah, Zeus is gonna collect those probably. It's not worth leaving it for him. He'll take too long to want to go for those. He just wants to sit in lane, and he can. They can't zone him out of lane. The aim's just gonna sit there, and Mirana hits you a couple times. Who cares? I mean, just hit your creeps and ignore the Mirana, and possibly kill the Mirana if there's a rotation.
Hooks! Oh boys! Godot, 2 from 2, easiest kill of his life. Again, hits level 6, immediately that nighttime gank. Just ganks mid, and not much you can really do.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the tree armor being shredded by the rot as well. It doesn't save you if you've got hooks. This tree armor is just gonna disappear.
Dire's middle tower is
Godot now looking to rotate bottom. He's picked up the bottle. He's got now his ultimate up as well as the hook if he can land it. They do have a nice ward scouting all this out. Might look to go on the tree, definitely the harder kill of the two, but with the mana void up on AM, definitely doable. Is gonna nail the hook. Inflicts. He's going to look to invis himself. Invis armor doesn't do enough. PL on sorry, Cox rather. Rotates in, but it's too late. Again, that first nighttime, like that's why it was so important that they dual land and Godot got their experiences, because when he got level 6 it was nighttime. You know, so often you see these punches, it takes them till after the 8th minute to get their level 6, and he's just so much less effective. He's going to solo smoke himself now and look to run mid. Sacrifusion on the Viper
so
now
much out of that offlane.
He has to play super scared.
I'm wondering why they dual land actually, because they didn't shut down the anti-mage at all. I mean, a tree and a Mirana lane, it isn't strong against an AM and Disruptor. I mean, maybe Disruptor and Kodo are kind of weak in the early stages, but you're not going to get kills unless you get a 5-second arrow level 1 and he hasn't got blink leveled or something and you have boots. But even like, that never was going to occur.
Hook range, gets him! Oh boys! Sacrifusion! He is going to be able to survive through the initial burst, but the ult comes out there from X-Ray just to guarantee it, and
back to top lane.
The sick play would have actually been to chuck down a replicate, but I don't think he wanted to hard commit to the kill. If he did, probably that maybe was the play, but Disruptor, man. What a hero. Again, we talked about like the tier 1 heroes and how the first phase of this captain's draft typically, like you get your Shadow Fiends, you've seen Shadow Fiend, Earthshaker, all these kind of tier 1 heroes, much the same. Disruptor been picked super frequently at the top level, and they picked him up early in this draft, and MPJ 2 levels in glimpse doing a lot of work. Godot 3 seconds on the smoke.
I'm very worried about this dire side. The only person who's doing really well is another hook, just missed. But the only person doing well is the Morphling, but AM is really good counter to
Morphling versus an AM. Like,
yeah.
That's just super bad.
Top lane though, you're gonna try and go on risk.
Risk if he overstays is welcome, which he does. He's getting
no.
It's no lightning but from Leshrac. That is the downside of going for that Diabolic Edict build, is that don't have that easier setup for stun. Godot mid lane, he's just smoked himself up, and a glimpse into the hook. Oh, Sacrifusion on this Viper. Remember the treant, the armor is keeping him through, keeping some of the damage from being blocked, but oh man. I mean, this is just chaos. And they're the team with the anti-mage. Look at these teams. PL drafted for the early game. You picked a Treant, a support Lesh and Mirana. You got the Viper as well. That early aggression, he should win his lane, shouldn't lose his lane. But it's Beard who are up 9-3 after 11 minutes. And as soon as that, it's important to note too that the Zeus Fenton took the stacks, but he didn't take all of them. Like, there are still stacks in the jungle, so as soon as Zayn gets Battle Fury, he's just going to be able to walk straight into the jungle and start farming. He's approximately 1,500 gold away from it, so possibly maybe a 15 minute Tread's Battle Fury, which isn't too bad, given that he was faced up against that offlane. Top lane, the Coddle Blast is going to come through from Risk. That super fast jelly. Back off. And now it's night time again.
Top lane going in.
Well, they are going to invis themselves. MPJ does have a sentry, he needs to pop it, and he does. He's going to die, but he's... No! Starstorm. Starfall, sorry. No, Starstorm. Craig is. But, it carries through, so they do get the pick, but again, it's a big rotation for just a Disruptor. Slicks, it's like sick, you use your first Moonlight Shadow to gank top lane, gank the poor Disruptor. That's fine. It's, you know,
they got baited by the replicate top lane, but nothing's gonna happen of it. He Pudge ulted the... Oh well, Pudge ulted the Morphling replicate. but nothing came of it really. But Zeus is being
Hard
run down
shooting.
right now.
He's knows he does have the Zeus ultimate up, but at the same time, Sacrifusion looks to jump on MPJ. But again, Glimpse is so strong this game. He's done so much work, MPJ.
Yeah, this Glimpse has been key to so many fights. They've gotten away
Actually,
with
top
so
lane,
much.
Rift might be in a bit of trouble. He's being doved by the Morphling. His buddy TP'd out. And he's saying, it was Godot who TP'd out, and he's saying, fam, why you stay? Godot has that hook ready. Sacrifusion, I think, is just inside the hook range. He's going to throw it and hit him.
Oh, he gets it again.
I mean, like, is it even, like, even questionable? Godot just throws the hook, hits it again. Has got arcane boots. Maybe we might find ourselves with a mech pudge. What about a GG boot pudge?
We'll see
That's
how
some
he
meta
goes.
shit.
He's getting
Meta
enough
shit.
kills that he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. Let's go back onto Battle Fury Watch. It's now only 400 gold away, so around the 15 minute
Bloodstone
mark.
on Zeus though. Already 14 minutes in. 504.
Wow.
Bloodstone.
If you
This
PL,
Viper is so cool.
like I don't even know how you come back. Like I think you just got to group as 5, like ASAP. But
Top
as
lane,
you said,
they're
the
catching
Viper
them off
is
lane.
so poor.
No.
As you
Drew him
said,
back, but
they
they couldn't
can't.
get it. So.
The Viper's so poor. Now looks to go on Zeus. This might be a bit of a bad idea. All the hook misses from Godot, and this might be the cue for Sacrifusion to initiate. Godot is going to go down to the Morphling. So a nice rotation. They might be able to turn this into a tower. But
Yeah, at the same
meanwhile,
time,
Slicks
bottom lane.
picked up his Battle
He
Fury.
just gets his bottom-
He's just
yeah, he
gonna
just gets it.
just take towers. Like mid lane, actually, the arrow hits on the disruptor. I think he's gonna get run down eventually as well. The Viper Sacrifusion turns onto Zeus. Throws out a couple of Qs, but bot lane's gone. Their tower's gone. Actually, the tree might get caught out here. Holds the lightning, decides that's a Thunder God's wrath. Not to be used on this occasion. And we see already Battle Fury up on Slicks. 115 CS now. Is the net worth leader on top of being the CS leader. This train pick hasn't really worked out for them yet. Had a good start. Got that DD rune to kick things off down in the bottom lane at the bottom river, but nothing since then. Godot can't kill the Morphling. He's gonna hook him anyway. Yep. Nice. The Coddle's gonna come in. Does have mana leak. It's only level 1.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They might look for the turn though.
Oh, he
And
gets
now
him
Scott's-
again.
Oh, but he gets the Morphling. They get the Dreadnought Bob quite crucially, but the ult comes in. The Thunder God's Wrath's gonna come in. Lead the Masses is gonna go down. I don't know why Risk is pussying out. MPJ says, don't worry, got you fam. I've got the glimpse up. A quick 2-for-1 trade. If you Godot,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
you don't mind that. Also, I think Disruptor dropped his ultimate.
Dire's top tower is
I
under
think Disruptor
attack.
dropped his ultimate after he got Chakra Magicked. So
I
he did
believe
get that.
so. I don't think he had mana initially, so yeah, it helped him
Yeah,
out.
he got Chakra Magic, so it was a nice little drop. Also means that the cooldown on his static storm, 12 seconds reduced. Just value,
Dire's
really.
top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Lad's already on a he's just so far ahead, and I feel so
Oh,
bad for
boys.
this Viper, right? Because he's building mech, but it's gonna be so late.
Dire's
His
top
impact in the
tower
game
has
is just
fallen.
being taken away by Pudge.
Yeah. And Slicks is the kind of player. At this tier, I mean, if you give him an inch, he's going to take a couple of meters. He is very proficient at farming. Top
MPJ
lane,
getting gone.
MPJ is going to find himself get caught out. Does glimpse back the tree and protector, but again, run ultimate used for that one, so
Dire's middle tower.
X-Ray's gonna TP bottom. Thunder God's Wrath up. He's looking. He's got a Staff of Wizardry in his stash. Possibly 4 staff. In fact, it's gonna be yours. Picks up that Voidstone now. Mid lane, go on, Mr. Hook, on someone.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Risk is actually almost 3/4 of the way to an egg. Godot tries another hook, unsuccessful. But like, just the Pudge being here is that constant map pressure.
Yeah,
You know,
he's
you
either
get
all
caught out.
mid right now.
Yeah. And they can't push though, like, they're just gonna Kotal blast the wave, and it's like, nice push, guys. And X-Rag, he's got Thunder God's Wrath up. He can always just ult in the team fight. Oh, actually, oh. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there. But regardless, Risk is just going to stand here, ult the creep wave again. And they're going to have to decide to split up, top wave. No more mana burn for that Morphling, he just gets right out of there. So we see Sacrifusion, he's got himself a buckler. 300 gold away from Mech. Actually, that's not an awful Lincoln's timing coming out from the Morphling.
Yeah, but how good is a Lincoln's this game, right? I think it's mainly for the glimpse and the Pudge ult, but
yeah.
What does it do, really? It's like, you stay alive, here we go with the...
And to cover the team fight, Godot actually picked up the Leshrac to start off the fight. The Overgrowth comes into the tree and protector, locks some heroes down, but they can't finish anyone off. Morphling jumps in, but I think he might have jumped in a bit too far here. Morphling is starting to morph strength. He does kill off the Disruptor, but he's got nothing else now. X-Rag is going to be gone on here. Slicks is going to get the kill. Bloodstone suicide there from Zeus. He knew he was going down. Slicks might look to reinitiate. Got it, looking for the hook. Gets it. Was there ever any doubt? Anti-mage level 15 might actually jump on Sacrifusion. He's got to be careful here as the Treant DCs. So Yasha and the Vladimir's offering up on Slicks, and we have a look at that, the overall net worth, and at 20 minutes it's already almost 8,000 gold lead. Now, if you're just tuning in, you are watching the Dota 2 Anzac Captain's Draft. The Anzac Dota 2 Captain's Draft, we'll get that around the right way. Of course we are watching Dota 2. PL taking on Beard in the lower bracket final. The winner of this guaranteed $300. They go into the $1,000 match in the final. Up against YOLO Beard, who won. Up against Beard in the upper bracket final just an hour or so ago. So we thank you very much for joining us here. This is a best of 3, of course, the first game. The finals will be played tomorrow night, starting at 7 PM AEDT, or 9 PM for us Kiwi folk. The hook comes out from Godot, misses again. Marana, and a core roll's got Drum, Aquila. You expect her to go into like a Maelstrom kind of build?
Yeah, either that or SNY or Manta. Their cores are so weak. Even if they get items, I hate to be negative, so negative to this team, but the Viper, the Marana, and the Morphling, it doesn't feel like they're gonna do enough at most points of the game. Maybe the Morphling with the big items, but he's going for Yasha himself, so no E-Blade combo for him. Not the best against these kind of heroes anyway, but it just feels very difficult for them to do enough damage.
Oh, actually, the Zeus ult's gonna come out, and that is a clever use of the Zeus ult. Slicks went on the anti-mage, it was the fade time. Meanwhile, bottom lane is going to get taken down, but it was a tier 1 for tier 2 trade top. But a clever play there. Slicks jumped onto the Treant, who invised himself, and as he went invis, the Zeus ult rained down, and that gave him the vision that he needed to finish off the kills. So.
Yeah, this AM problem doesn't seem like it's gonna go away for the entire team. He's gonna get finish his Manta, he's gonna go to Roche, he's gonna get an Aegis, and they're gonna push if they want, or farm if they want. They have all the control, all the choices. This game just feels in their favor from the draft point of view. It wouldn't have been in favor if Pudge hadn't got as much XP because of the dual lane, and hadn't done such fantastic roaming. He won another lane just by going mid. Viper was destroyed, and now, I mean, Viper's recovered a little bit. He's got a couple of kills, but a mech at 22 minutes and only 700 gold as well. It's like very far behind where he wants to be.
The prize is mine.
Like, you see anti-mage games like this, and you kind of feel like you're almost going through the motions,
Dire's
right? Like,
middle tower is under attack.
as you explained, it's a pretty straightforward item progression. Actually, with that DD, he might even look to go Roche now. The Coddle's going to recall him somewhere. Bottom lane. And for the Morphling, he is actually going to steal that. He's going to get the illusion. Although he might actually find himself in a bit of trouble. He's going to jump to him, go away, but Godot with the hook. The Mirana roll comes out. The Zeus is oh wait, he's 14 seconds away. He's gonna TP himself out with his DD. They're gonna go straight into Roche.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So confident of the Roche, they're even gonna look to take the team fight mid. Godot on the Pudge, he's got the blink. He goes in now looking for the hook, blind hook. Can't find either of the heroes. A nice delta split from Pussii Lancer and Slicks. Well, it's worn off, has the DD now, doesn't really need it. Roshan slowly falling. No real trade coming out. Urn picked up on Leash. Viper picks up that Ogre Club. It'll be interesting to see what he looks to go into.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
No sentry to scout the tree, but it doesn't really matter. They take it quick enough. Anti-Mage is going to pick up the Aegis. Yeah, he's now almost got 2k gold on top of it.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I'm assuming Coddle with his Ag is going to go gem as well, meaning Tree and Mirana. Tree and
Super fast
Mirana
Jelly,
almost.
bottom lane. He's going to go for it.
Just some harass, burning his mana. That's one of the good things about the Morphling matchup, but it's not enough. But yeah,
Also safe
they're going to be able to
can't
counter
get
the
mana breaks.
invis with Coddle Gem, just very easily. It is daytime now as well. With his Ags, he's able to just nuke waves and recall his team whenever he wants.
Like, look at this. There was a wave mid and now it's gone. They're gonna recall in the Zeus by the looks of it, and Godot wants to take a team fight. He's got his blink dagger up. They're gonna use the Zeus ult to find out the tree protector. He's gonna be able to throw out an overgrowth, but not before he loses his own life. The Zeus gets stunned up. A nice blinding light hook gets him out of that, gets him out of the trouble. The Sacrifusion going to look to turn around and go, and he is walking under a sentry ward. Godot's got all his skills on cooldown. Meanwhile, on the back lane, actually, the Morphling tried to go in and cause some mayhem, rather. He couldn't. Sacrifusion's going to get right-clicked down here from Slicks. Slicks takes him out. He's going to look for more. Cox is going to look to TP out. Doesn't even need the Mana Void. He's already used it. Still got the Manta to be popped. And perhaps a hint of saltiness coming out from the blink.
Yeah, there's not much he can do. No matter what he builds, it's just very difficult for him to do anything this game.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So Kotal just recalls the Zeus in once he respawns from his Bloodstone. Broken game. The Mirana's gonna leap away and die. Yeah, he's gonna get hooked. Nice combo.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower
Tree
has
Protector,
fallen.
he's pumping it. Coddle's just gonna recall in that MPJ, why not? This kind of feels like a bit of a procession. The overgrowth's gonna come in, it is a nice overgrowth, they're gonna learn how to combo it up, looking fast Jelly comes in, but again, it's almost the mix comes out virtually from the Coddle, but fighting during daytime. And the buyback from the Varana, looking now to turn the tides. Remember, he's still got Aegis. He is going to go down. Actually, he's not going to go down before he picks up the Morphling. Lincoln was already popped. Sacrifusion. His mana's going to burn down. Doesn't now have enough for the mechanism. Actually, mixed before he...
Dire's middle barracks are under
mixed before he goes on his back. Doesn't matter because it's GG. Beard Stomp PL in game 1. Outdrafted to the extreme.
Yeah, not punch as well, but AM just in the end, there's nothing you can do with this lineup against an anti-mage who gets a good start.
Game 1 of a Dota 2 gets Alright everybody, welcome back. This is the Anzac Dota League Captain's Drafts between
Radiant
Team
team
Beard and
ban.
Team Pussii Lancer. This is a best of 3 in the lower bracket final. The winner of this is guaranteed $300, goes into the $1,000 match in the final up against
Radiant team
YOLO
ban.
Bear. My name is Right Hunter. I'm joined for the second game of the best of 3 by Davro. Looking at the hero pool, what do we got here?
So interesting heroes this game. A lot of good agi cores, but also some strength cores you don't really see, like Seeking.
Dire team ban.
Interested to see what we picked up. Also Oracle, a non-captain's mode hero, is in the pool this game. See if he's picked or banned his first few phases.
Yep. Tier 1 heroes going through. You've got a AA, Lena.
Yeah, I think Jug TA as well, and yeah,
Yep.
Bane as well. Probably most likely
Undying.
to be one of the first 2 picks.
Yep.
Yeah, also Undying if he doesn't get banned, but I think one of the teams will ban Undying.
Yeah.
Dire team
Oh
ban.
man, Miss No Veno AA cancer. That's a disappointment.
Yeah, it
You
seems
know,
to
AA
be the
could've-
theme of the day.
Could have been the
Every
idea.
game,
Yeah, you
someone's got
called it.
AA.
You called it.
That's
This is the
TA.
Undying
Dire
ban.
team pick.
That's the TA pick.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard. Lena Jug.
Juggernaut,
Yep.
Bane,
Nice.
and
Radiant team pick.
Alrighty,
wonder
yeah,
if anyone will
Bane
do anything
AA.
different.
Yeah.
Phoenix is probably one of the top offlaners to get this game.
True. Yeah, well, I mean, oh, okay. Alrighty. Pussii
Radiant
Lancer.
team pick.
So we go slightly off meta then. We'll pick ourselves up a Legion Commander. Actually pretty good against the Juggernaut if you can get the jump. If you can get the jump and burst the Juggernaut before he can Omni Slash anyone through the duel.
Yeah. I think if you wanted to do a Legion though, wouldn't you have picked Lena first to combo with it? But that's just in my
For
opinion.
sure.
Oh, the Omni Knight, it's interesting.
Dire
The Omni
team
Knight.
pick.
There we go, there's a Jug counter. Also counters Lena pretty hard. Does typically mean a bit of a weaker laning stage, so if Beardmen do pick up something like a Vengeful AA,
Dire team pick.
mid the Lena, Vengeful AA Juggernaut, I mean that's just a kill lane.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuns already on the Dire, whilst Pussii Lancer only have 1 in Legion Commander ult, which is not something you want to rely on for your only stun. So I think Pussii Lancer might pick the Bane, and then pick something like Phoenix or Bristle. These are the kind of heroes I assume, and then Beard, and I think they want to go AA. And see, I don't know whether other offlaners they can really go. I don't think that offlane Mirana is really worth it most of the time, even dual lanes.
No.
I think the Bristle and the Phoenix will be of the offlaners this game. They do go for the Treant, which is interesting.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, so it's a
The
Treant
Lena is
Protector.
definitely mid now.
The Treant Protector and Jug, I remember in the 6.83 or 6.82, 6.83 had some ridiculous win rate. Those two heroes put together, Treant Jug. Great for just the kind of just a pushing lineup. But yeah, you called it. It's gonna be the Bane.
Radiant team pick.
Might also look. I
Yeah,
mean, the
think
Oracle's
Phoenix
still
they
there.
go to burn the tree armor as well. This game they have because last game there was the right to burn the tree armor.
Yeah.
We saw it as soon as we got someone hooked. They got tree armor disappeared. They need a dot
Yep.
to
10
burn through this
seconds
tree armor,
remaining.
especially when you're trying to duel someone. If you're dueling someone, you get tree armored. What are you gonna do? You want
Oh,
Enchantress.
is it the
Alright.
offlane
That's
inch?
interesting.
Yeah, I looked past the inch. To be honest, like I think it's actually super weak. I'm not a fan really. If they dual offlane maybe like inch Omni, no, still it's awful. No, I like
Because the thing is, Enchantress is so squishy, and you already have a Lena and Jug who don't care about your passive, who don't care about your
Yeah.
attack speed slow. When you have 460 health, 40 minutes in, obviously exaggerating, but Enchantress is so squishy, and you just get Lena Ags ulted, you're gonna disappear.
Listen back!
Alrighty,
They do
so
go
it's
for
gonna
the
be the
Bristle.
Bristleback to round this out. This is the second game of the best of 3 Anzac Dota Captain's Draft. Beardman, Team Beard. They took game 1. A win here guarantees them $300, puts them through to the $1,000 match in the final. For Pussii Lancer, they are losing their out. They have their tournament hopes and dreams on the line here. Whose drafts do you prefer off the bat?
Beardman, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely Beardman. Triarma has
really
no
like
counter
it.
this game, and if Legion doesn't get off to a good start, I don't see them having a very good game at all.
10
Because,
seconds
No.
remaining.
Yeah,
It does
it's
feel
just
kind of
very scary.
all-inish on the Legion.
5
It
seconds
feels like
remaining.
much like the first draft of Pussii Lancer, where, like, even in captain's drafts, be it of, they had a clear idea of what they wanted to pick, and the direction they wanted to go, and they did it. PL seems a bit reactionary,
Prepare for
bit of a
battle.
mismatch, but regardless, we'll go into the game. We'll find super fast Jelly. There's on the Legion commander, lead the masses, playing that Enchantress. Moops on the Bane. Sacrifusion on that TA with Cox, manning the Omni Knight.
Alright, on the Dire side, we have Godot on his laner for the mid lane most likely. We have MPJ on the Vengeful Spirit. Slicks on the safe lane Juggernaut with his Mango, of course. Risk on the Tree and Protector with Boots this time. Or, obviously, it wasn't the Tree last time, but Bristle in the off lane with Tree looks like X-Rag. Interesting that they might do a dual lane. I think this is really strong. This is much stronger than the Morana Tree dual lane, I believe. Because Bristle can dive so far with his Bristleback and Tree armor. He's so tanky. And they have no way of ticking it down. If this Legion Commander is solo, which I hope he isn't, he's going to have a really good time.
Oh yeah, Legion Bristle was not a good time. But maybe the call is to go Omni, Bane, Inch. I mean, you can't fight into the Inch, but there's like no burst potential. Omni need levels, no, I don't think that'd work. But regardless, we are going to get a bit of a contest here. Repel taken first, so TA can just go and take that top route. Moops though, may pay for it with his life. This is going to get first blood. Sacrifusion, what did the TA skill up? It doesn't matter, they're not going to dive any further. In fact, he held it, so... Could have
he
taken
didn't want
what
to
he
level
liked,
refraction.
Yeah,
he wanted to get side blades.
really wants side blades. He really wants side blades for this mid lane. And I completely agree with him.
Denied.
Actually,
So
interesting...
Bane will be bottom.
Okay, so they are just gonna... Dual lanes coming out. Maybe from both sides. Risk is just hanging around this mid lane. A good way to remove refraction charges, I guess, is to run in and just leech seed. Lead to the masses. He's gonna be fine. He's taking that first level untouchable. The Juggernaut can't kill him solo. Like, do you know the interaction between Juggernaut's right clicks during his Blade Fury against the Inch?
I don't. Your right clicks during Blade Fury only affects tower units, I believe. I don't think you can actually right click. By Blade Fury, you mean his spin, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think you can right click anyway, can you? You can only crit. Or maybe I'm wrong in that, but I thought that when you're spinning as Juggernaut, you can only right click buildings and crit.
Regardless,
maybe
it's
I'm
gonna be regardless, it's a super difficult lane for the Juggernaut. It's tough, like, cause you get all these heroes that you don't see, you don't get the interactions, but Risk is gonna come around here, and looks as though the Omni Knight might find himself out, and she couldn't repel himself.
But the body block
is gonna be able to do it now, but the heal taken there at level 2, so Inch just at level 2, but it was mid-cast animation when that stun and leech seed came through for the repel, so...
Important note though that if Trick body blocked enough, it would have been a kill, but it was just too difficult to do, and then the Enchantress healer comes out, so no opportunity there.
What sort of prize is this?
So we see X-Rank, he's just going to abuse some of this pull-through farm. He's found himself level 3, so he's got 2 points in the Bristleback top lane. Meanwhile, they can't kill top lane. Like, I just don't think that that's at any point a kill.
Yeah, it's very difficult, especially since
but
now they're both level 2.
The Venge Tree, maybe once it hits nighttime, smoke up middle, they might be able to grab a kill on that TA again. Leech Seed does a good counter early on against the refraction, so...
Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna stack up for the laner. And just get her nice and fat with those stacks, because she'll be able to farm those, and then Trant can get X mid when he's busy farming those in the jungle. Yeah, it's very difficult for to play aggressive this game. Bottom lane, Bristol can't really solo kill a Legion Commander. Unless
at the
no,
same
not
time,
he
he
really
can certainly
can't.
be. At the same time, he can be super annoying. The Legion will be able to Q spam, and I mean he does have 6/6 charges as well. But the Bristle is going to get a lot out of this lane, which is a pseudo dual lane. You know, like Moop is here stacking and pulling. He's not looking to help out his comrades top or the TA in the middle lane, so he can't really do too much.
Yeah,
X-Rag does a good job. He actually, X-Rag is able to go in and stop the pull through from happening. This is going to be pretty big. Look at that wave push into his tower bottom lane.
Yeah, it's a nice play. Testing the pool, very important since it's not blocked, and he'll get the lane control and he needs to farm all of this up. Also going to get a haste rune. That's not the rune you want a Bristle to have. He might run down Moops, but Moops does have the Nightmare available again, so...
Yeah. Gonna go back to lane. Moops calls for mercy. I'm not sure if I don't think he saw the haste rune pick up. Maybe he did, but regardless. X-Ray's gonna be just fine. Look at that CS mid. Fairly even. Godot up against Sacrifusion. Actually, Godot might go in. Oh, misses the stun. If he hit the stun, would have been the goods, but he's almost close to level 6 as well. He's got himself a sentry, so when the TA hits level 6, which he has, traps aren't going to be as big of an issue. Of course, TA will have seen that Godot does have those sentries.
Oh, bottom lane, there's a duel on Bristleback. This is what they need to do.
Duel?
Yeah, that's a nice.
What?
Here's a blade in your eye.
Bristleback can't turn around when he's dueled, so very nice. He's very squishy when he's facing you.
Level 2 brain sap as well, so it feels as though that's a kill that's set up for it for a while. And the previous Legion commander, if you stream it, didn't have a duel until didn't have duel damage until I think it was like 25 minutes. He won his first duel or something like that. This is a very different Legion commander. 10 duel damage right off the bat, and that's going to help his laning stage out. To a large extent. Top lane, the Inch is well, she had 8 tangos to lane. She's used approximately 1 of them, so that tells the kind of the story of her lane.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised at the Ench pick, but running it in this dual lane, it's very strong. There's no way you can kill it, right? So they've been very smart in the way they've laned it. I think if they laned it any other way, this game would be going very differently right now, but very smart of them to play like this. Slix's farm is being restricted. I mean, he's not doing that badly, but he's obviously not equaling the top CSs, so good job by them to deny that, but they have to be careful when he gets 6. Maybe, because Cox is now leaving to go to middle lane, so see what he wants to do.
No points in the passive yet, so it's going to be a super hard kill on this tree. Actually, if the one trap's popped and yeah, nice. Nice play there from the Treant. Just going to TP himself home. So we look at the safe lane farm.
Bottom lane again, another duel.
We've got a duel actually up on X-Rag. Caught the end of that one, and X-Rag, I mean that's the bristleback for you. Turn him, and then all of a sudden he's gonna get the kill. So
I'm not seeing Treant armor come out on the bristle during the duels, which is kind of surprising. I'm not sure whether I don't think it was on cooldown that time because he just TP'd out, but yeah, he really needs that duel. Tree armor when he's getting dueled to give him even a possibility of surviving, because at the moment this bit damage just destroys him from the brain sap. He has no bristleback active when you're facing him, so it's very difficult for him.
We talked about the Legion commander at the top of at the beginning of the game, and we see that he's got to be the one to carry this team. We're a bit of an iffy draft we felt. But if the Legion gets big, he can do some work. Top lane, Slix is looking now to get aggressive on this Omni Knight. He's got the Omni Slash up, and he's got Omni Slash down 1. He's Mango Gaming for the spin. Now looking to run down the Enchantress. Remember, he has got phase boots. The Inch is going to heal through it, and it's going to be too much. No secondary.
Bottom lane again.
Anyway, what?
3 duels. Bristleback, not go down the lane. He needs to stack Ancients. He can't keep doing this.
Bristleback. This is where if you're
Radiant's middle
X-Rag, 6.5k MMR. Not the play really. Again, the max the max brain sap? Yeah, 3 points in brain sap.
Dire's
Super
bottom
smart
tower
from
is
Moops.
under attack.
As soon as they go in, as soon as he's got his duel back up, which is almost back up again. Sorry. But we're looking ready to go.
That's his blink, almost ready to go on Legion. He
Yeah.
blinks, he duels the Lena
Top
mid,
lane
and then...
though. Lead the masses, looking now to run away. Risk is gonna lead seed. MPJ doesn't have enough mana for stun. I don't know how
They
that
can't
kill's
kill
gonna
him.
go down.
The heal is just way too much.
I don't know, I assume Vinch had the stun going in there, she didn't, so they couldn't get the kill. Godot looking now to stack this camp. He's got his Laguna Blade, but again, no real option of people to actually Laguna Blade out on the map at the moment. He's just gonna be content farming. He's picked up that Void Stone, moving towards the Yule Scepter. Legion Commander
smoked with a blink.
Smoked himself up. Gonna run now onto Godot, the blink dagger. Oh boy! That's what you go as the Lena. As Lena, you go like question mark offlane. Like, whew, that shouldn't happen. 9 minutes in, you should not get that gank. But that Legion is so big. 40 dual damage.
Risk
and
being
still
run
going
down right now.
Risk is gonna be dove on here. He's gonna be burst down. No. The stun coming out from MPJ, saving the life of poor Risk. So Joel up again now on the Legion Commander. We didn't talk about the swap. The swap from Venge is a nice counter to that. Actually, as we said, the Nightmare down bottom. Where's the Legion? The Legion's quite a way away. The defensive. Yeah, he had 3 cool stacks on him. But yeah, this is the play. You have to make this up against the Sacrifusion. He's up against Sacrifusion. And this could be a big turnaround actually. It's the gank that you have to make, right? I mean, Team Beard know that that early ward that they've placed there, that TA Sacrifusion is farming the Ancients. Something we don't see enough of, I think, nowadays, is that the recognition.
Is under attack.
The defense group's actually up now on Moop. Can't get in range. All very quick heroes. Although looking at a Laguna Blade, can't burst down the Enchantress. So this could lose. They could turn this if they wanted. Whereabouts is this Legion Commander? He's gonna TP in. He's got the jewel up. There we are. Jewels. No.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He wants to maybe hold the jewel for one more. He's got the blink up now in 3, 2, 1. Got a blind blink it onto the bench. He is gonna. Yep. Gets it.
There's no shame in it.
Plus 10 jewel damage. He's won 5 jewels in 11.5
Dire's
minutes.
structures.
Holy.
Dire's
They
middle
might
tower
look to dive
is under
further.
attack.
Sacrifusion. No blink dagger here. That is one thing going Beard's way, is that the Sacrifusion does have 61
Dire's middle
CS,
tower
but
has fallen.
he has died to get his Ancients camped, so not free farming for him. The Bristleback X-Rag on the soft lane is farming up. He's been pinged out. Moops is going to walk right past an Observer Ward as he walks towards that bottom rune, but I think we're at the stage of the game where we just have to keep our eyes on the Legion Commander.
Is under attack.
Jewels off cooldown.
Yeah, that's to be a level 2 jewel as well.
What's the item progression if you're a super fast jelly? Do you go, I mean, typically you see something like a blade mail come out afterwards, but is he just so far ahead that he just skipped the blade mail altogether?
Possibly, but it is a really good blade mail game. Even though against Jug blade mail is not that good, against Lena it's just really, really good. If she ever uses and tries to combos you, you can always blade mail, and she will be building into the blade mail with the broadsword, and I think that's the right thing. Even if you're snowballing, blade mail is almost always a good item, because you're forcing them to attack you, so...
Blinks in, slicks on this Juggernaut, he's waiting in anticipation, he's got that Omni Slash, only level 1. that level disparity actually between the carries. Legion Commander has got quite a few levels. Might even just look to dive this. Super fast jelly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sacrifusion. Might have to cause a bit of chaos. They're gonna rotate and look maybe to take these ancients. Big fight's gonna come their way, a Sacrifusion. They're just gonna stand there and right click down these ancients, a bit of BM, ancient sack farming. This is gonna be huge. The Omni Slash comes in, but at the same time, the Omni Knight's able to repel. The dual damage goes out on the swap target, so I don't think he actually gets the dual damage there, the Legion. He doesn't. Maybe they need to back out. Slicks. Godot actually is the one. He's got the Laguna Blade. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Super fast Jellyfish. Might look to turn Sacrifusion on the back lines. He hasn't been taken down. He's able to right click. MPJ. Looking now to go and collect some more. It's going to be Slicks is going to go down. Super fast Jellyfish doesn't get the dual damage, but it doesn't matter because not only are all three cores alive, but it's going to be these ancient stacks. This is the Bristles comeback farm. They've gone and ganked them. PL making all the moves early on.
Yeah, this Bristleback's gonna have such a rough game now.
And Moops, as we've seen throughout this tournament, not afraid to let his feelings known. Also his love affair with X-Rag, of course. Earlier on in the tournament it was Beard who put Pussii Lancer down into the lower bracket, beat them in the upper bracket semis, so perhaps vengeance on the mind here for PL. If you are just tuning in, the scoreboard up the top is still all, but in fact we have played a game of the series. Beard won the first game quite convincingly. So, Blink first from the TA. Not looking to go Desolator. Blade Mow up here on the Legion Commander.
Wands will break.
And like, what do you do?
Yeah, they already have the damage. It's too scary. You have to take a good fight. You have to not get another duel. Bristol needs
maybe
to
the
win a
fight.
team fight.
Top tower is under attack.
God knows where he is.
No, it's on the courier.
Looking now, Omni Knight, yep, okay. He's a champion. Tanking the gank, they know they're all there. Are they gonna look to turn and fight though? Fiend's Grip is up, they have all their ultis at the ready. Sacrifusion waiting for a rune. If he gets a good one, they might look to fight. But instead they're gonna maybe engage on MPJ anyway. Fiend's Grip goes off, but he's gonna jump into the backlines. He's gonna jump on X-Rag. Oh, no mercy from this Legion Commander. Yes, he gets the dual win. On the other side of the fight, Move's gonna be taken down. A nice Laguna Blade from Godot. Now they are going to run away though, so TA now looking to turn it. They're on the retreat. Omni Slash is up from Slicks, they have to be careful, they can't commit too hard. Sacrifusion looks to dive in deep. They're going to, the Legion Q gets the kill there on Vengeful Spirit. Godot might be dived under the tower here, he has to be careful. Omni Slash is still up. With their creep, Slicks might look now to turn this. And there we go, looks to ult. Oh, that's the saddest ult I've seen in a while. Slicks is going to look now to TP. They have nothing to stop it. Actually, Sacrifusion blinked too far, so he couldn't get the melt strike off. I think maybe with the melt it could have been close. It's actually on CD. So maybe not anyway. And if Sacrifusion looks bottom, he might even be able to himself a DD. He actually is away from the it's a while away from the Desolator, so maybe no Roche play just yet, but both sides have very strong Roche lineups, so that has to be taken into account. Sacrifusion now, dicing in the mid lane, blinks. Yep, that was a necessary blink.
This top tower is just going to be on the siege right now. And they have tree armor, but they're losing so many towers. And this is not what you want to do as a treant. Bottom tower is always being healed up, but you're gonna get it eventually. But the trade will be a tier 2 for a tier 1 of the Radiant side, and tier 2 top on the Dire side.
Yep.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified.
The Argonaut is not getting any experience. Yeah, this Juggernaut really needs level 11. I'm so happy at his ult.
Oh, here comes the Legion Commander. He's got the ult up, looking for anyone. He's saying, come back to me, AJ. Godot's in the vicinity as well. He does have the Yule's combo, so Lead the Masses might be in a bit of trouble. Might find himself on the edge of, oh, they can't kill him. And Godot's going to come back. He's got the Jewel. He's looking now for a Jewel target. Decides to go on X-Rag. The stun's going to come out, the swap as well, so that he's not going to be able to get the Jewel damage, but I think he might be get the kill anyway. Actually, oh, a lovely study here from Godot. He might be able to turn around. He is going to be able to kill off the big fish. It's the wicked streak of the Legion, and the dominating streak goes the way of the Juggernaut. Moves his 1v1ing Slicks. Sacrifusion joins the team fight, kills off the Vengeful. Slicks has got actually ulti up in 3 seconds. I'm not sure if they can dive too deep. Is he going to make the same play he did last time? He does have spin TP.
No, he doesn't anymore. He used it.
Why? Mate, it was TP.
I wonder why he didn't spin TP. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
It wasn't. Okay.
That was interesting. He was trying to outplay them, I think, and didn't want to do the spin TP. But I don't think they could. They couldn't have hurt him. Even with not enough damage. So interesting play, but nonetheless, at least they got the streak on Godot from the Legion Commander. So yeah. And I don't believe she wanted to that fight.
No sorcery avail.
Again, the swap is a good item. Is this when you, the Aghanim Scepter Legion Commander Craigasm?
No, I don't think that's ever the item.
I just want to see a game where it's, I want to see a game where it's legitimately picked up, man. Like, I feel like one of these games actually Godot is going to be invis up from the tree and he's just going to burst out move. Great way to start the fight and they have to back. Although Legion Commander looking down to come in, he might die himself. The swap's going to come out and the winner's going to go the way of Godot. He's going to die for his insolence. He picks up the last hit. Dark Troll Summoner is going to come up as Cox is going to TP out. Great fight for Team Beard. Godot able to hit his
this might be their rush.
Let it. Sorry, trying desperately not to die. They pick up the yeah, the key play there was Godot not actually using the Yules. He held the Yules off for the initial combo, which meant that he could use up the Ondu Knight. And you're right, straight into Roshan. Can't think about it. Take a look at that net worth swing and it's dipping down, it's going back towards even.
Yeah, we see the Ench picking up the Ags though, which is a good item for her. Uses the range, and her ult already goes through magic immunity, so spinning and if anyone gets a big B won't help. But these duels are being interrupted now. There's no longer a Bristle just feeding away duels. There's a team behind him who prevents the duels from coming off, and this is what they need to do. She hasn't won 2 duels now, she hasn't won in a row, and they're getting these kills in the Legion, slowing her down a bit. She's still real fast, but you know, she's been damaged a little bit. And wounded a little bit.
Nice observer ward in the jungle from the Dire side, kind of spots out movement from PL.
With the smoke, they are grouping up. He has 2.5k in the bank, probably gonna buy a point booster. I'm not sure what other items he'd want to get apart from Ags at this point.
Yeah, so Slicks has picked up Diffusal Blade. Alrighty, great up against that Omni Knight.
Yeah, he needs
be able to.
His ult has been counted a couple times because of that Oh, is this a blood? It's not an Ox rune. I think it might be a bloodstone for Lena.
Dire's bottom tower.
She's gonna smoke herself, and it looks like it might be round 2. Same play as before. The only difference here is that TA actually is sitting on a Desolator. They find Risk, and I think Risk is just gonna get blown up. A nice swap, but the Jewel's gonna come out on the Venge, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Legion takes this one. 78 Jewel damage now.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And she swaps. I'm not sure if that was the play to swap the tree out there, but regardless it happened. And I think they're just going to be able to push that tier 2. Embers are up
do
on
have the
X-Ray.
ages on
Radiant's
Slicks,
top tower is
but
under
they
attack.
have to play safe because it's so hard to kill anyone. They have to use Omni ult, sorry, Lena ult and Juggernaut ult to burst these people down because of these heals and because of these, you know, refraction and ultis and the tankiness of these heroes. It's just very difficult unless you use everything on them.
Good on now at the front again. Slicks picks up that blink dagger so he can look to blink initiate into the fight. But again, the constant heal from both sides. But actually, Slicks throws himself on mid lane. That might be cue to go. It is. They're gonna go in now. The swap is up, so Godon is gonna be chased out. The duel actually does get the duel damage win, but guess what? The ult comes through. That's a great tree ultimate's gonna come through on the other side. Slicks though, he's been feed stripped up. A great counter. Slicks is looking now to right click down. Remember, he does have the agent. He's gonna respawn. If you're now PL, I think you have to get out. They're lacking their big damage dealers. Slicks. Oh, the defusal blade. He's gonna have to turn and man up the Legion Commander, but he can't. And so that was it a 4-man overgrowth? I think 3 or 4-man overgrowth. Like we saw in the upper bracket. That upper bracket final.
It's showing that it's still a good hero.
Yeah, man. Big ultimates can turn games, and risk in the right place at the right time. Throws down that ultimate. So it was X-Rag who went for the mech build. He's also got himself another 2k gold, so he can work towards his next item. Lead the masses on this edge. Is Vince just dead? Yep.
Better luck next time.
Yeah, it's a DD on
DD
it.
inch. This, yep, that was the call.
I wonder what Enchantress is actually going to build next. I've seen this call Enchantress too much. I think it might be an mana item. I'm not actually sure because he can't go AC, which is one item which some people go, but because Legion's going AC. But I'm just not sure what else he wants. I don't think he wants a BKB. I think he wants a defensive item. But we'll just have to see what he goes for. Maybe it's a Lincoln's or a Lotus or something like that, but even then. He's going for the Hyperstone, so it looks like it's going to be a Moonshot actually.
Okay.
He does for the AC also, which wouldn't be too bad, you know. He needs armor, so.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So Yelena's picked up that Soul Ring in her inventory, so she's gonna go on and that Bloodstone. 3, 6, and 8. We actually are gonna see a smoke top lane. Legion Commander's got his ult up. They might look to jump Slicks. Slicks does have a lot. He's also got a haste through, but it isn't gonna matter. He's just too big at this point in time. You can't be out farming alone like that with a jewel up. Then we talk about Slicks' offensive potential on this Juggernaut, but defensively, going blink defusal, no Manta style, nothing to tank him up at all, means that he is supposed to set to a bottom lane. Sacrifice is going to get jumped on. They realise that he's alone. Overgrowth is up and blinks it.
Refraction, allowing him to blink.
Refraction meant that, no damage taken from the Yules. So. A nice play, recognising that he could blink from that. A lot of TA players may have just given up the ghost, but...
Now they put the Desser and the AC. This is scary.
Well, if I look to jump it again, he just needs to jump, finds him, yep, MPJ! Oh boys, he is a goner. That is 120 damage. The AC completed up there on Legion Commander, as well as a Centaur Conqueror up on the line. Surprised that actually isn't some kind of Aura Creep, would probably make more sense. A bit difficult to initiate with a Centaur Conqueror. But regardless, they're going to push onto the high ground. X-Rag's going to stand there. He's not going to be able to do much. And the Vengeful Spirit is down. quite sure what they can do to come back in this one. Now, Overgrowth is on CD. The blink spin initiation from Juggernaut. They're looking now to burn down this Templar Assassin. The Omni Knight ult comes out. He's going to be a Diffusal Blade. Move's going to turn around. He's going to sleep one. He has his Fiend Script as well.
Radiant's
Legion's waiting 3 seconds. He can jump in 3 seconds. I don't think that'll be a wise move unless he enjoys beating away kills. Moops, outplay. Oh,
He
the
has no
traitor's got
TP.
it, no. Oh, he got invised. Okay. He's been rules up. And he is gonna fall. Almost outplayed.
Is under attack.
Legion Commander's actually. Oh, come on, that's not fair. Legion grabs himself an invis rune. He's on the hunt. I think he can kill any hero solo at this point. He's looking for a pick off in the jungle. The heroes come to farm it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
No.
Radiant
Now it's not
structures
the
are
player.
fortified.
Yeah, now they get the second tier 1 of the game. This is it shows
Radiant's
how
middle
much they were
tower
dominating
has
with the
fallen.
Legion. I mean, just that push uphill was just a bit over aggressive. I mean, they did that without Treant, which is usually what has been keeping them in the fights. Just great play,
Radiant's middle tower is under
sacrifice on the TA, bursting him down, and then chasing for more. It was a very good play.
So Vengeful Spirit, she smokes, goes deep. And did she smoke? Maybe it was just an invis rune. Oh no, Glimmer Cape, duh. Anyway, she Glimmer Capes herself into a position where she can get down that offensive ward. Legion Commander Stop's gonna pick him. He's gonna pick himself up a TP and Roshan seconds away from respawning. TA Trap gonna spot it out for the Radiant side. The Die side is in the vicinity. I'm sure they're gonna scatter out as well. Lena pauses, asks for a second. If you are just tuning in, this is the Anzac Dota Captains Draft. The best of Australasia being pit against each other. All for the winners take home. I think $700 cash, $300 for second place. This is the lower bracket finals. Despite what the in-game scoreline actually says, it is 1-0 to Team Beard. They won the first game rather convincingly. And a win here will guarantee them $300, put them through to the final. Up against YOLO Beer. Alrighty, so we're gearing up. We are moving from the mid game through in towards the late game. Who do you fancy out of these two teams?
Well, the fact that TA is getting a Daedalus makes it very scary.
Yeah.
She's gonna do so much damage, but again, she did get caught out. And you see when she's got caught out, she's 1.2k health. If she doesn't blink, if Omni ult and Repel gets purged, she can just die. So they need to get Roshan on her. So depending on the Roshan fight, Radiant could just push with an Aegis on TA, but they have to fight for the Roshan first. So we'll have to see how this goes. And
for sure. I mean, this next rush is probably going to decide the game. If you are watching on client, make sure you check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/AnzacDota. If you're watching on the stream similarly, you can catch replays of all the ticketed games on the main stream under the professional tab, under the watch tab, under professional. Surprised we haven't seen something like a blink come out from Risk on the Treant Protector. I think he went Solo Crest, and I mean Solo Crest is good. They don't have any MKBs at the moment, so he just is able to Solo Crest up whoever's been jumped on by the Legion. But Blink Overgrowth in combination with Blink Omni /
yeah, I think the evasion's really important though. You even see Bristle building into evasion, most likely the Heaven's Halberd to disable. You just need to protect your cores, because Godot has been caught so many times. Now that since he's got the Bloodstone, he's got 11 charges, so he's doing pretty well. But earlier, he's got 6 deaths, and most of them were because of duels. They just want to protect. Once duel is over, Legion can get kited, she can get bursted, and you know, you've still got 5 people on your team live, so you have to prevent these duels from being successful.
Thanks.
Alrighty, so we resume the game. We see the entirety of the Die side in the bottom lane.
On Godot.
Godot is going to TP in top, but I think Godot's going to be dead. Yep. Not much you can do about that. And that could be Roche. Roshan's just respawned. The Radiant know about this. The Sacrifusion, Deso, along with the Crystallis. In fact, is it the Daedalus coming out on Courier right now? It is. So Daedalus on Courier now for TA. Adds that in Aegis. And we talked about how big this Roche fight can be. There's not going to be a Roche fight.
No, you're not getting caught. No, what the?
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
And again, the closeness or as
we're gonna get another one.
I was just about to talk about how close these guys are, because at the higher level Oz pubs they tend to just play the same people over and over again. So these guys, a lot of these guys do know each other. They do play a lot of pubs with each other, but they're going to walk into the high ground. TA is going to look to hit the bristles back, and not the best idea, but oh boy, with that moon shard up on the Enchantress, she just sits in the back line. The target of choice has been Godot, who's got 1600 HP, does have that Ghost Scepter as well. They need a duel. They want just to pick a target, duel them, lead off the fight, Sacrifusion, Havoc, team fight. I think that's the plan, maybe. But at the same time, if Beard
Bristle Tumor out, they'll burst them down.
Yeah. So they're walking in. Inch might be slept up actually. It's going to be quickly taken off. Moves feel like not slept up. Repel is off CD, so the amount of sustain is certainly on show here. On the Radiant side, they're just going to be able to walk up the high ground again. It's going to get repelled up, although this is going to get purged. And oh boy, that's a big crit. Comes out there on Slicks in the back. Like Godot jumps on his. Going to be obviously the Legion Commander. And that's how you do it. They've got to retreat now. Sacrifusion is going to get repelled. As the dying act from the Omni is to help out his buddy. Moops is going to TP out. But that's how you do it. A nice swap. And so Omni Slash.
Invisibility!
Yeah, I think they were playing too safe. I think TA could have just gone off and bursted in that Rex.
Yeah.
At least range Rex. I mean, they were waiting for the duel, but when you're dueling into the swap, it was very nice what they did. They swapped and tree ulted. So, because when you swap, LC will automatically run back to the target. But he couldn't because he was tree ulted. And now top lane, they're catching the Enchantress.
Top lane, yeah, the Inch is going to get run down here. The stun's going to come out, can't dodge it.
That's not fair.
Just goes down.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Got the hero.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Can Beard pull this out of the bag? Oh boy.
Well, they're looking
Have a
like
look
it.
at
The way they defend high ground is just so potent at the moment. Even though the other team has an Aegis, they're pushing. How insane is this? Since the entire game, the only time they push is when the enemies are dead. I mean, they Enchantress, but they're just playing so aggressive, even though it looks like they should be behind. And so much gold from that fight. Look at the net worth. You can see the teams are just, the Dire is just gaining momentum.
Yeah, the Legion, again, actually they're going to smoke back, so they say, we've got our ultimates up, Omni Slash up in 10 seconds.
Oh, Sacrifusion. He's got Aegis, but will they catch him?
Doesn't want to get caught out here. But yeah, I think it's anyone, I think I want to kill off anyone but the TA, I think. So, they're not going to find anyone but the TA. Back. Sacrifusion, meanwhile, bottom lane. 5-3 and 3. He's got 3k gold to his name. A Diffusal 2. Lead it up here on Slicks. And it is going to be the Trampling Dagger, so.
But, yeah, good to see. He's already been doing such good ults without it.
Yeah. And Halberdish up on Bristle. This is a massive item. Legion at the moment has got the recipe for Black King Bar, so I was about to say doesn't have the BKB. But that was naturally going to be where he goes next. He can't run that Omni Repel given the diffusal rush that came out from the Juggernaut rather, sorry. So, he's now only a K away from having his very own
He's gonna
BKB.
get it when Godot gets his Ags, so there's a little bit of like, maybe he should have gone that earlier, but
Yeah.
it's such a difficult thing to say. You kind of just want to go AC. You don't want to, when you're that far ahead as an LC, you don't want to go BKB. You think you just go in and duel, and the only reason he hasn't been getting these duels off is because of the swap, because of the tree armor, and then he gets bursted by the Omni Slash, combined with the defusal, purging the Omni ult. So it's, yeah, it's kind of unexpected when you're LC that this would happen.
Smoke on Courier. Jim used to D-Ward, gonna be put back on the Courier, so the Radiant side looking to smoke up.
Yeah, there is a Radiant Ward there though.
The Die side not smoked. Does anyone... Oh, actually, E-Blade up on Lena. Okay.
Oh, really?
Alrighty, boys. Lena's got an E-Blade. So why is this good? Well, obviously, initially when the Legion jumps on, whichever target he jumps on, he's just able to E-Blade them.
Yeah,
I
he's
guess
getting
eventually
cool most
isn't
of the
going...
time though, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I guess he's relying on MPJ to be in a good enough position on that Vengeful Spirit to be able to Glimmer Cape and swap out. Maybe even MPJ. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
He hasn't seen the BKB recipe like we have on the Legion,
No.
which would have influenced his choice as well. So if he saw the beginning of a BKB, he might have started to build Ags to counter that, but he might just go Ags next as well. You know, he's got these choices up. I think E-Blade is still a very good item to go.
Well, of course, without... I mean, I'm not sure what the damage calculations are exactly, but... obviously, once that Laguna Blade changes from magical to pure, you do get not as much value for money out of that E-Blade if he is choosing to ult the E-Bladed target. That being said, I think you probably pick it up regardless in response to the Legion BKB.
Yeah, we'll see what he decides to do. He might go for a different item if he feels it, because Shivas is quite good this game because of the attack speed slow and also the armor, but we'll see what he wants to do, whether he thinks it's worth it going the Lena Ags.
So BKB completed up on Legion Commander. I'm sure in an ideal scenario he didn't have to go BKB and he could have continued on his item progression the way he would have liked. Such is the game, they're going to look to pseudo bait Sacrifusion Roshan. I'm not going to know how long it's going to be spawning for another 40 seconds or so. Smoked up though now the Radiant side. They want to get a pick. No more, of course, no more Aegis on TA. That's long gone.
Smoke middle.
Looking now to go and Godot. You've got a
gone.
Ghost Center, buddy, but if you die in 3 hits, boy oh boy. They are now looking for more. Sacrifusion. Blink Dagger up in 2 seconds, gonna dive the base. No, maybe not quite. So Godot, grats buddy. You got yourself an E-Blade, but if you're getting jumped on, you die in 3 hits, not much you can do about it. X-Ray's just gonna sit there at the front. Now in comes the Legion Commander, doesn't have the duel up. Omni ult's gonna come out. A great overgrowth in the middle of a team fight from the Dream Protector. Slix is actually gonna be taken down. The feet grip into the pure damage from the Inch. Oh, the Enchantress with the Moon Shard. Buyback City. A relatively low respawn time from the Lena. She buybacks the buybacks. Jug bought back rather not buybacks. Good English, but regardless, it's the 2 cores bought back. They need to get something out of it. But the big bad Roshan has respawned, so with the Legion TPing top, they defended ranks. I mean, no, this isn't terrible at all. I mean, they forced buyback, sure, but they defended their ranks. They're going to get Aegis and Cheese, and I mean, if they win the next team fight, they're by no means out of this game, Team Beard.
Yeah, they definitely need the Aegis and Cheese to avoid being bursted. If they can't have Juggernaut die with no buyback after a duel, because he's so essential to their fight. I mean, Lena did get the Cheese, but if she gets caught, she's dead.
I'm actually surprised they didn't swap that round. I'm really surprised that Lena wasn't the one that received the Aegis, given how quickly she dies.
I was kind of assuming that he would as well, but Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe they think it was just a misplay and now they're gonna group up more so it won't happen again.
Yeah.
It's just, they don't want either of them to die really, so... Yeah, it's a hard decision to make.
PL, they want the
Here we go
fight.
again.
Sacrifusion gonna lead the way. And in fact, oh, rip, X-Rag, buddy. Oh, nope, he's gonna haste through. Alrighty. And they might actually look now to turn the team fight. Slicks is gonna run in, they go the hightail it away, PL. Slicks just needs to catch one. He's gonna blink forward and lead the masses is gonna be the target of choice. TP out from the inch. Not gonna be enough. The Saturn Mind Stealer is gonna walk straight through, but they want more. Sacrifusion's gonna blink away. He now has his BKB up and ready.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Of course, he had it early for the fight. It's down to 9 seconds. So. But yeah, again, a pick off from Beard, and we've seen this time and time again. They just get a pick and then take a tower.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Legion and TA is so big, but it just doesn't seem to be enough. Enchantress keeps getting caught. There are these essential moments. He's only died 3 times, but each death has been so important.
The Legion Commander could just jump in here. The Knight's fixed position to the bench where keep yourself back in the fight, and if you're the Legion, you want to jump on those backliners.
Radiant structures
But
are fortified.
the Pentagon formation, the perfect Pentagon, come out here from Beard. Look at that, beautiful. Going Ashley, he finds him on the back line. The ultimate's going to come in as well as the overgrowth, and he's going to look now to eat the cheese. So Godov's going to stay alive. Meanwhile, on the back lines, Juggernaut goes down. The ultimate comes, the E-Blade comes through. They're looking to take down the. They're looking to take down the inch, but they just can't. They finally get the burst damage. They have to hightail this out of here, Legion. Without the jewel, are they just gonna Frax?
Radiant's bottom barracks
Legion
are
without
under
the jewel
attack.
was just
Radiant's
so
bottom barracks
average.
has fallen.
They need to find something. And in fact, Boots
Radiant's bottom
Legion's gonna get gone.
isn't gonna get caught out, but the Legion, even a bigger fish. Oh, the sleep dodge. Legion Commander right straight back, remember. Actually, they just, oh. The rest of the other guys, they're all running back. Focus me, please. He's doing the job the Bristleback should. He's going to be slipped up. Actually, this might allow Vengeful Spirit to come in. He's going to Glimmer Cape him.
All is confusion.
Overgrowth as well. Okay. Really can keep this alive. TA BKB is just burst down the tree protector. 15 seconds, they've got to wait out now for the Legion Commander ulti. They don't have eyes, or they do actually now on the Vengeful Spirit, but they don't have eyes on Slicks, so... Don't want to play too aggressively.
Yeah, the duel, you're seeing how important the duel is. He fails the duel. Every time he's failed the duel, at the bottom tier 1, in middle, every time the duel hasn't resulted in a kill, they lose the fight. He has to burst either the Jug or Lina every time, and this swap, this tree, this glimmer, it's all saving him, and this evasion, and eventually the E-Blade, and he ate the cheese, but... Oh, and it's enough to else even getting the kill, and that means enough to win the fight.
So for those who are tuning in for the first time, my name is Red Hunter. I'm joined here by my co-caster Davro, and we are casting some Anzac Dota Captain's Draft. This is the lower bracket final between PL and Beard. The winner of this goes through to the final to take on YOLO Bears. They go into that the $1,000 match, the big 4 digits, which for Australasian Dota is something. Now, if you're watching inclined, you can also watch on Twitch at twitch.tv/AnzacDota. You can chat along. I'm feeding it on my second monitor. But we've got an interesting pick up here from the Vengeful Spirit. So she's upgraded the Ghost Scepter into that Ethereal Blade. So
Yeah,
just
this is
more
much more
kite potential
effective.
coming up. Yeah.
Because he's not the one getting dueled. Because on Godot, you're only seeing it aggressively, but whereas on MPJ, he's going to be using it defensively on Godot every time. I wonder if the other team is actually going to get a defusal, because this is quite a thing. Like, I'm not sure who would actually put a defusal there. There's no slots on really anyone. Any person would be Enchantress. He's got an Ogre Club into what seems to be a QB.
I mean, Bane could pick one up. Again, not ideal on any of these heroes, but it's at the stage where it's not going to be used for damage as much as it is for its utility. So we are going to see a smoke up here from the Radiant side. They're looking to go middle. Oh boy,
No
they can get a pick here on Godot. Actually, has been go-tested up here on the fast jelly, but he's going to fall anyway. And Risk might also find himself going down. Buyback is there on the Lena, so Lena, sorry, actually Lena committed suicide. She did get that Bloodstone denied, down to 3 Bloodstone charges, but
Yeah, she does have buyback, but the Treant doesn't, and he doesn't have ult either.
he doesn't
When
have
he
ult,
does respawn.
so
Oh, when he respawns, he will have it, but he can't buy back an ult.
he can't respawn. Super fast jelly's just going to jump in, and he's actually going to be ulted by the Juggernaut. The Omni ult is ult down, so they can't actually turn it around. The Bristleback picks up the Legion Commander. This feels like a game of 3-2-2s. The Templar Assassin just going to turn it first down. EPJ, interestingly enough, using the Ethereal Blade, not on the TA, and the Enchantress is going to pay with their life. And swap. Good spell. This is going to be able to right click him down, I think. Repel is going to wear off. There are
Yeah,
a couple of
Radiant's
seconds.
Tower is under attack.
Oh,
He's gonna get it off again.
yeah.
He went for the heal,
bad
he
luck.
should have gone for the repel, but he would have died anyway. Now, no buyback. I mean, TA is
Yeah.
still alive, Enchantress has buyback, but another tier 2, more damage possibly on the tier 3. They're just chipping away. Ever since that push mid with the Aegis, Radiant haven't gone close enough to the base to finish his racks. It's range racks.
Radiant's
Still
middle
alive
tower
all
has
this
fallen.
time. Treant could heal it up to max as well, but
Yeah. Well, the Omni Knight's going to buy back.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They are going to look to defend, but they're not backing away. They're not too scared of this. It's going to be the blink. It's going to be the nice swap. Going to put a Godot as a relative safety. Risk with a nice assault. Cox is going to look to be first down on the night. They are going to pick him up. It's instead of buyback from the TA. Well, Enchantress is just going to go to work. But again, Glimmer Capes. Glimmer Capes, the story of the game. So the buyback from the Enchantress. Omni Knight bought back as well.
Enchantress was so close to spawning as well. He really didn't want to buy
Yeah.
back. He had 10 to 15 seconds, and he forced the buyback. Really sucks. And now they get another brick. Every fight is
Roshan is
just
up.
just seeing the cycle over and over. They get a pick, they force buyback, they push, they back, and they rush, and then they do the same thing again.
Roshan
But this
has
time
fallen to the
it's gonna
dark.
be possibly your last chance. And they take the cheese on
Yeah.
Tina again,
That is
the Aegis
good.
on Jug again. Jug has 5k gold if he wants to spend it, but it's up to him.
This is where the experience factor comes in. You know, you've got Godot, you've got Slicks, you've got X-Rag rather. They've got all these players who've been there, they've been around the scene, they've been in high pressure situations. When you get close games like this in big games, they know how to pull it out. You
Yeah, we
see
keep
Godot,
go to late game, and we keep seeing their late game decisions. I mean, they lost a few games in 15 minutes, but they seem comfortable at this time playing a game to say almost always.
and make no mistake, I mean, PL haven't played badly, but they have made a couple of questionable decisions, and during those times, Beard have just been able to capitalise on them. There is actually going to be an Invisor picked up here by Slicks. He does have the Aegis. He's not going to play aggressively. If he did, he might have found either this Enchantress, whose farm has slowed down considerably after that picking up that Moonshine. She has that Ogre Club, I imagine, turning that into a BKB. But yeah, this game back and forth. If you have a look at that, the net worth, it's actually swinging Beard's way.
Yeah, they're slowly creeping. Every fight has been pretty much in their favor. They had to do a couple buybacks mid one time, but it didn't really result in anything. And then getting these Roshans, getting the gold from Roshan, getting the Aegis, and then getting more towers off that. It's just adding up.
Now with the push. Big team fight coming in here. Remember, Lena doesn't have any buyback. They are going to have to do well to burst it out. She's holding on to the cheese. She's got a lot of things to keep her alive. He's going to make the first move.
Dire's bottom tower
Legion's still
is
bottom
under
lane,
The
still
Crimson
shot.
Guard. They're going to slow siege maybe with the Bristol back here to see bot lane.
Dire's
Super fast
bottom
jelly on their
tower
Legion
has
commander
fallen.
looking to trade, and actually they don't want any of this. They're now looking to see if they can catch anyone out. Sacrifusion looking now to go. No TPs on the likes of MPJ. He can't get caught out in this position. But pinging him out actually, they still want to go lead the masses. Says I can solo him, boys. Has to be careful. X-Ray's gonna TP out MPJ, I think is gonna get it as well. So the big around the world chase, a bit of a jog coming out for the Enchantress. The heart rate going.
Now this is good. This is where they want them. They don't want to be split pushed. They want 5 people there. They've got the Aegis. You see them running at them. They know where they are, and they're coming at them with the invis. But the Radiant backs it off. The cat and mouse game keeps turning, keeps reversing the roles. But this time, no more kills. They want to keep the score even. They don't want anyone getting an advantage.
Yeah. It's so important. Every hero is a single hero in this team fight. It is important to note that Juggernaut's down to 2 Diffusal Blade charges. He's also holding on to 6k gold. So he's got an item choice coming up soon. I'm not actually sure what he goes in this situation. Maybe Butterfly?
He does already have an MKB. He might consider an MKB
sorry.
himself in case
Yeah, nice,
Legion wants
nice.
to go evasion, because I think Legion should go evasion, but maybe she feels that the only thing that's killing her is the Lena ult and the Jug ult, so we'll have to see what Jug wants. I think it's an MKB, that's what he wants. I don't know if he wants to go Scatty or anything like that.
X-Ray slipped up.
Radiant's
Slicks is
top
gonna come up
tower
and
is
push the
under
tower.
attack.
There's still about a minute on his Aegis, and yep. That's a good hero.
No sorceries available.
Inch good hero, fam. Difficult to push up into. You can cut the tension with the knife. Beard lead this game 1-0, despite what the scoreline does say at the top. Losing you're out. Win. Losing you're out for PL, and a win here will take them into game 3. X-Rank shows himself bottom lane. Moop on the Banes, picked up a Blink Dagger to complement his Glimmer Cape. Legion Commander, watch him, super fast jelly. He's trying to look for a pick. MPJ just forced away. Cut the tension with a knife here at the Anzac Dota 2 Captain's Draft rather, I'll get that out, bit of a mouthful. Cut the tension. Sacrifusion has 6k gold, get a rapier. Moonshard actually is going to consume the Moonshard, so a bit more sensible than the rapier. Consumes himself a Moonshard. He's decided that he is fully 6 slotted. Perhaps just with the addition of some travels.
Invisibility.
Slick's still not spending his money. 7k now. He has enough for MKB and buybacks. I'm not sure why he's holding to it, other than the fact that he wants an Aegis in that slot.
Yeah, Aegis has timed out, so.
Yeah, but for the next one. But I don't know why he won't just buy BOTs then, but it's kind of interesting to see his decision to hold money. He is buying a second
Alrighty.
diffusal. I actually really like this. That's very smart, because you can't, you need that diffusal on your team, and you can't another recipe, so you start again. Very good decision to make. And some people say like, oh, it's a waste. You've already got a diffusal, it's got 2 charges, whatever, just use it, but that second diffusal is very important to have. When you got this much money, it's really an issue.
And an ideal order for the Omni, you've got Refresher and all that fun stuff, but he did go Ags first. I'm a bit iffy on the Ags first build. I mean, it's obviously it's good against the right click of the Juggernaut and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, the Juggernaut's so openly gone diffusal like this.
I think it's one of the games where you want to Midas on Omni Knight. It's similar to like AA and those kind of heroes like Silencer AA, where you usually become an ult in the late game. So if you're thinking of going that late, but I guess they weren't thinking about going that late, right? They weren't planning for this. They wanted to end mid. You can see the damage still done, still not healed up by tree, showing the scars of the battle. But yeah, they wanted to end.
BM.
Exactly. We're not going to heal up that tower, but our Rex. But yeah, they wanted to end, and now they're in this position where they don't want to be in this position. They don't want to get played with their Legion Commander. But look at all the buybacks are up. Almost all are up, except for Bane, Omni,
top lane,
lane.
Super fast jelly. They just see each other there. Maybe not wanting to initiate. Extra Egg's gonna come in. They want this, but they're just gonna blink away. Super fast jelly after amassing all those dual wins. Remember, he had 5 dual wins in the first 11.5 minutes. He has fallen off. 12, 6, and 14. I think he's done his job. In theory, the TA should be able to carry this game.
Yeah, but she's slaughtered. She's completely slaughtered. She gets BOTs and buyback. And then she maybe swaps out for a rapier instead of the Deso, but I just don't feel she doesn't want to do this. She wanted the game to be over by now. She was doing so well.
Yeah.
Legion was farmed. She was farmed. Just one failed push. This is why you have to know how to push correctly. With an Aegis, they just played it so safe that they didn't get anything, and then yeah, since then it's all been uphill for a team Beard.
The largest net worth leader in the game actually belongs right now to Beard. They've pushed out to 10k. Of course, I mean 10k gold really does mean nothing. Actually, who's found out who here? Now X-Rag is going onto Legion, no basher, no problem. But yeah, I mean, like, you look at this far into the game, a 10k net worth lead, I mean, that's just a team fight. Any kind of net worth lead at the moment, I think it is relatively meaningless. Most important stat at the moment is buyback. Who has it, who doesn't? All the cores on both sides have it. The only ones without Bane, the Tree, the Omni Knight. As long as you've got off your spells, you should be alright.
Oh, is Legion going to get caught?
Hanging out this Legion Commander. Oh boy, he can make some blinks. He's actually going to catch him. The blink force stuff is going to BKB it off as the Legion. The Omni slashes up. Juggernaut not choosing to use it, and we go back to this Juggernaut. He's actually got 8k gold, so I mean, I understand if you want to save the slot for the Aegis, which, as a matter of fact, is respawning any second now. He does pick up his travels. He still has enough to get like a moon shard and consume it if he wants to keep the slot for the Aegis.
Yeah, he should be thinking about selling SM soon, but I understand why he wants to keep Vlad so badly. A lot of people be like, why is he not going Titanic? He wants the armor. The armor's just so important. There's so many armor items he could build. He doesn't do his whole team. He's got the AC already on Bristle, so it's a really good item. And he wants the lifesteal, of course.
I think in an idea, maybe in an ideal world, something like Venge picks it up. You know, Venge sells their wand or something and goes for and actually just buys the Vlad straight out, so he can go another item. But I do understand his thinking, his Venge stuff through, but so again, I feel like it's the last few Roshans have gone the way of Team Beard. At least the last couple.
Yeah, it's the pattern repeating itself. It's just they push, they force them into the base, and they get Zurish. And last time they didn't get much out of their Aegis. They only got a little bit of chip damage on top, but hopefully now this is their time. I mean, they've got so much more room to buy items. Oh, that's a big courier.
That had Discardy for Scardy?
Yeah, that's a Scotty for. I mean, he's gonna sell his Desert for Scotty. Yeah, he wants an orb,
Yeah.
but he doesn't want Desper anymore.
TA doesn't have buyback. She
Oh, that's 800 gold as
forward
well.
buyback to buy the Skadi and didn't get the Skadi. Sacrifusion, please. Actually, the
Oh no.
lane super fast. Jelly, are they self-destructing here, PL? The ultimate's gonna come out. They are gonna look now to go on too risky. He's gonna get the dual damage. No, he's not. Yes, no. Oh, just enough CC is able to get him out, but on the back of the fight, Godot's actually going to be taken down here. The Engine's going to get the kill. Sacrifusion right in the middle of it, but he's going to get taken down. No buyback. That's just GG. He just lost in the game.
Wow, how unfortunate. He shouldn't have bought it though without his buyback. Still, you don't exactly get your career to get
Radiant's
sniped.
middle tower has fallen.
60 minutes
Just
in.
like that.
Radiant
Yep,
structures
just
are
like that. I
fortified.
think this game might be over. Oh, nice bash. And he's actually got an abyssal. Wow, where did that come from?
Radiant's
So
middle
all of a
barracks
sudden they're going to take one rank, they're going to take two. And we're sensing now that TA has a ball back, so that assuming she doesn't have buyback at all, which means they're free to push the tower. And looks as though Beard might win this. He's going to be able to bounce the guy, the Legion Commander. He's going to go down as well, but Team Beard, the GG well play, comes out from Moops. Beard 2-0 Pussii Lancer for the second time in the series. Very well played from Pussii Lancer. Really great second game, that one. GG's come out, and at the end of the day, PL, they were so close to forcing that game 3, just couldn't do it. The experience of Team Beard came through.
Yeah, you never want to go against Team Beard in the late game. They know inside and out. They know how to abuse Roshan. They're on Dire. They know how to play the heroes late. Just take it early. Try and end early.
Alrighty, so this is the end of the road for Pussii Lancer, but Beard, you can see them tomorrow night, 9 PM AEDT, 7 PM AEDT, 9 PM NZST. They'll be going up against YOLO Beer, so it's a replay of the upper bracket final just played. It's a best of 3, I believe. Make sure you tune in for that. I've been Right Hunter Dota. You can catch me on Twitch, on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter under that handle. I've been casting with Davro. You can look him up on Twitch, twitch.tv/Davro as well. You've been watching the Anzac Dota Captain's Draft, brought to you by My Republic. This is all for tonight. We thank you for tuning in. Goodbye. Stay safe.